also wrote another. We talked a little bit about Za'Darius Smith. Talk to me how you think he might fit into this defense. I know you wrote an article about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I described him as kind of like the missing piece, and it mostly just has to do with the fact that he is a double-digit sack guy. That's what they've needed. Like, they almost had that with Jadeveon Clowney in 2021, right? And he couldn't replicate that last year. I think, like, I say almost with Jadeveon in 2021 because he had like 3 sacks that came for him in that last game against the Bengals. It was kind of a throwaway game. Like, he just barely made his like 9-sack incentive or whatever it was. But I think it's so key to have that and to find a way to get, you know, a dozen sacks from somewhere else on this defensive line that's not Myles Garrett. And, you know, when I say a dozen sacks, I mean like by committee. But if Za'Darius Smith is getting like 10 sacks, that's awesome. And it's just going to take pressure off of Myles Garrett. It's going to ease up pressure on some of these younger guys too, like your Alex Wrights, like your Isaiah McGuire's, like Isaiah Thomas. So I think it's just key to get somebody else who can get to the quarterback independently, help create opportunities for people around him. And again, somebody who can rush from the inside and has that versatility. So as long as he can stay healthy, like I truly think this to me felt like the biggest missing piece on this team. When we did an emergency podcast after the trade, we were talking about like what needs are really left. Like what would you fill next? And it's like, there was a time where we were arguing between like 3 positions of what needed to get fixed. And now we're like, I don't know, maybe running back, right? Like it's like they've addressed a lot of these needs. And I think that was the last big one out there. And they really did it in kind of a surprising way that I think could be really effective.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this defense with Jim Schwartz kind of aligning them up and coordinating it, how it performs.